Hello and a very warm welcome to my channel. This morning, we give you a piece of breaking news: royal family's trump card makes nullify Meghan and Harry's exit. Meghan and Harry have dominated the royal headlines since their shock declaration of independence back in January. The Queen took a hard stance when negotiating the rules of their new status in an effort to protect and preserve the monarchy. However, royal fans still fear the Sussexes could undermine the crown by commercializing the monarchy or exposing what life is really like behind the closed palace doors, but Buckingham Palace has an ace up its sleeve. According to an unearthed report, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's decision to leave the royal family could soon be nullified through one of Buckingham Palace's aces, Prince William's children. Back to the past, The Atlantic's staff writer Caitlin Flanagan explained back in March how she thought Meghan and Harry had overplayed their hand for several reasons. She wrote, "The couple's future isn't certain. They are hugely appealing and glamorous. Everyone in Hollywood is eager to host them. The first few years of this plan are going to be heady." Indeed, Disney Plus has already released a documentary, Elephant, which Meghan is the voiceover for. Harry is also said to be in negotiations with Oprah Winfrey to produce a miniseries about mental health, and spoke at a private JP Morgan event earlier this year. However, Ms. Flanagan pointed out that this will be temporary. She explained, "But, as Harry has often said, as soon as William's 3 children become old enough to emerge as individual figures, the Klieg lights will immediately turn to them." Royal biographer Angela Levin recalled a conversation with the royal in her 2018 book, Harry, Conversations with the Prince, where he acknowledged he would only be relevant for a short period of time. She wrote, "He is in a rush to make his mark and seems to treat life as a race, too. He told the author, 'I want to make something of my life. I now feel there is just a smallish window when people are interested in me before George and Charlotte take over, and I've got to make the most of it.'" Harry has a new competitor now as well, Prince Louis, who had not yet been born at the time of that conversation. And in the latest development, the Cambridge's kids have won the hearts of fans by supporting the applause movement as well as making video calls to their great-grandmother, the Queen. Meanwhile, the Sussexes have moved to Los Angeles in recent weeks and reportedly plan to make the most of their fame while the spotlight is still on them, especially as they hope to become truly financially independent within a year. Yet, it will be difficult for the two of them to make the most of their royal status now the Queen has also stopped them from using the HRH titles. She also prevented them from using the trade name Sussex Royal. Prince Charles' plan to streamline the monarchy will push the couple even further away from the royal family, as William's children, who are above Harry in the line of succession, take the spotlight. The Daily Mail reported in December that the heir to the throne plans to strip back the royals to just his children and grandchildren when he inherits the throne. At the time it was thought that this would just result in the exclusion of more minor royals such as Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. However, now that Meghan and Harry have willingly stepped down, even more of the public gaze will rest on William's family. Meanwhile, rebel royals Prince Harry and Meghan Markle caused chaos when they left the royal family last month, and now the couple have been accused of snubbing Queen Elizabeth after they failed to voice their support during her landmark speech about the coronavirus crisis. Queen Elizabeth II addressed the UK and Commonwealth and shared a rousing message of hope as the world battles the coronavirus pandemic. While senior royals such as Prince William and Kate Middleton were quick to praise the speech on social media, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex remained silent. Meghan and Harry are currently in lockdown in Los Angeles with their son Archie and the Duchess' mum, Doria Ragland. While they have always been active on social media, their Sussex royal account has remained untouched since they left the UK, even after the Queen's historic speech. Ahead of their royal step down on March 31, Meghan and Harry hinted that fans wouldn't hear from them for a while, and bid farewell to fans via their Sussex Royal Instagram account. In a message, the couple told followers, "While you may not see us here, the work continues." The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have even disabled comments on their account, further suggesting they are laying low since stepping back from their royal roles. However, their failure to speak out in support of the Queen riled royal fans, especially when compared to Kate and William's touching tribute. Kate and William wrote on their Kensington Royal Instagram account, alongside an image of the Queen, and said, "Her Majesty the Queen has addressed the UK and Commonwealth in a special broadcast recorded at Windsor Castle." One person said angrily, "Such ungrateful people, they quickly forgot about the favours of the Queen but quickly wanted to set up a charity to earn money. Why don't the royal family get rid of and forbid them from using all privileges?" I think we are going to have to create a new word to describe how pathetic these twosome has become. If they would just stay out of the media for 5 years then come out of hiding as two humble souls, I think that might begin to undo the damage they have managed to do in just a couple of short years. But alas, Nutmeg is a narcissist and this is really too much to ask of her. And many fans also slammed Meghan and Harry. The next fan wrote, "Since they are so irrelevant, have no impact on anyone, are going to fade into obscurity, will struggle to make business contacts, etc., etc., then I guess whatever they do, including launching their foundation, should not affect anything. So given what I have listed, why are you even bothered as they are not relevant? I am struggling with this conundrum. First, they didn't want privacy. They just wanted to free of any criticism. 2. Don't people usually have at least a $100 million to their name before they become philanthropists? It seems to me that these two broke and woke hypocrites are putting the cart before the horse. It's going to be hilarious when Harry's inheritance runs out. And it's doubtful that William will continue to fund these two once he's king. At least I would hope he would have enough sense not to." A fan reply, "Their advisors are the worst ever. Everything they do is wrong and at the wrong time. Nothing they say makes sense. Harry wants privacy for his family so they go to Los Angeles. They don't want to be hounded by paparazzi so they leave the royal family which has a good relationship with the media and go to live in Los Angeles. However much they protest, this is all about Meghan wanting to be a superstar and not be eclipsed by her husband's grandmother, father, brother, and sister-in-law." Meanwhile, another sadly said, "Not every parent would. You do what is in the best interest of your child, and giving money recklessly with no expectation of them being good stewards of wealth is asking for just what happened to his son. He will squander every dime he gets, every grifter in Hollywood will have a run at him, including wife, and his idea of investments and ROI will be woefully lacking. The next shoe to drop will most likely be boredom on his part, low self-esteem, no handlers to avoid minefields and eventually alcohol, drugs. He was teed up for this life by his enablers, and most of all his father." A fan reply, "I cannot get over how much Harry looks like Farrah Fawcett's son, Redmond. Not the child, the man. He is just as pasty, looks just as snide in her asides to Duchess of Wet Pits, and now is the laughingstock of the entertainment world. Hope his weight loss doesn't indicate the same substance issues. I have been told from friends in Los Angeles, there is a group of celebs who Zoom, and they mock her elephant narration with great laughs. They have branded themselves all right, but not the way they think." Another mocked, Harry isn't used to carrying money to pay for services on the spot. It would be hilarious to hear about him and Rachel breezing into a posh eatery to be seated, and the maid'd discreetly inquire about how they intend to pay, and Harry looks dumbfounded and Rachel starts to look red in the face as if her head is about to spin around and explode, and Harry stammers, "Someone else will take care of it." Then the maid'd quietly inform them that this is not an acceptable form of payment and asks them to relinquish their table and leave the establishment quietly. And the last one wrote, "Sorry to say I am not sure what it is they will bring to the party that other charities and not-for-profit foundations are already delivering. When coupled with costs, staff overheads, security and the like, it will be really interesting to see how much gets to the front line. So what is that they intend to deliver that they could not do as working members of the royal family? Could it be that the charities they were given the patronage of were not sexy and high-profile enough for them, or what? Sorry, in all honesty, I really cannot see what it is that they can bring to the voluntary sector. What gaps do they intend to plug? After all, there are charities for every area of our lives, so exactly how are they going to add in terms of value to the charitable sector? It sounds more like self-indulgent publicity given the widespread good work that many charities and foundations already do, and little more. And you? What do you think about them? Please comment for me below and we discuss them. If you see my video so useful, please like and share it for anyone who needs it. Remember to subscribe to my channel to get more news from the royal family. Now, goodbye and see you in the next videos.